Activating look mode. Thank you for all the likes, by the way. I know you're in a meeting, so I won't disturb you. What? Thank you, Lena. Hold on, I'm reading through the comments. Hi, Jahani. Ben has a Delta variant of cooties. Is that true, Ben? Cooties. That is what we should call it, right? Thank you for the raid, by the way, Ben. Sorry, you're late. Ben can't type. You're not late. I literally just put it on and started. Thank you for the 400. I really appreciate it. Mimi, how are you? Hi, Bob. Yeah, definitely not late, Ben. Thank you for inviting your fans, Millie. Wonky Wi-Fi, thank you. Amy, I should call you Amy. I'm trying to see if my headphones would work with this setup today, and I think they are, but I'm distracting myself. So I think I'm gonna take them off. Ben, thank you for inviting your fans. There we go. It turns out that Ben has also tested positive for the Lambda variant of cooties. I mean, okay, I won't get into it, but I don't know. I have my opinions about these tests. James, hi, how are you? Thank you for the 50 and the 400. Thank you, James. You said maybe. Eska. Eska, hi Eska. Thank you for becoming a fan. Oh my gosh, James. You are so kind. Thank you for all these likes. You're so nice. Thank you for inviting your fans too, Amy. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for being here and for all of your kindness. James, I know you're the best. By the way, if you guys don't know who James is, I know he's been on here. Oh my God, you just keep going. Thank you. Hello, King of Sweden. Welcome, royalty. Thank you, Panda. Hi. How was your stream? And thank you for inviting your fans. I just noticed you get on here. But if you guys don't know, James streams on Twitch. He streams really awesome games. He's like super awesome at gaming. The other day he was streaming with his VR headset and it was like a scary game and it was so much fun. So if you are ever on Twitch, I know most of you are on YouNow, but if you're ever on Twitch and you want to follow James, you should, because his streams are really fun all the time. And it's exactly the same handle, Mr. James BMX. Ben, thank you for the 400. I appreciate you. Honestly, thank you. I'm sorry I barely made it to your stream and left. I was setting up. Thank you, Ben. Oh my gosh, Ben, thank you. Thank you, Ben, honestly. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Ben, oh my goodness. Okay, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate you. And King of Sweden, Millie told you to come here. Well, I'm glad you came here. And thank you, Millie, for telling him to come. We have royalty in our stream today. Yes, okay, so what are we making today? So I was actually going to, yay, the sticker. I was going to make a soup. Oh my goodness, James, you don't have to do all of that. Thank you, though, I really appreciate you. Oh my goodness, thank you. So I was going to make okay, let me go back. I was actually on Tuesday, if you guys were on my stream, you know that my OBS wasn't working. So I owe you the empanadas, Ben and Bob. They are coming, and I actually had a question for you guys in regards to that. But I ended up using some of the ingredients I was gonna make for the empanadas yesterday for my family. So I won't be making those today, but my plan is to do it next Tuesday for you guys. Oh, let this lovely human do the thing. Oh, thank you, Amy. But yeah, so I'm gonna be making the empanadas on Tuesday, and today I decided to make something that is really versatile, it's really healthy, and it's really, what's the other thing? It's really filling, and you can use it for a number of a number of dishes. So if you don't want to use it in one way, you can use it in another, and it's also, Bob, I'm sorry you're disappointed. So I'm just gonna get to it. It's basically, the recipe is a combination of grains, so mostly quinoa, barley, and I always forget the other one that's in it, buckwheat. Oh, and millet. So quinoa, millet, and buckwheat. There we go. And I am going to combine it with sweet potato, and we're gonna make these delicious patties. And the patties can be made, oh my gosh, Ben. Ben, thank you. Oh my goodness. Whoa, look at that. Ben, oh, thank you so much. You're way too kind to me. Oh my goodness. Hashtag Ben, please. Yes, love. Oh my gosh. You're way too kind to me, Ben. Honestly, thank you. Thank you again. So yeah, these patties. So the patties can be made either they're really versatile. So you can make them in a hamburger. You can make them with a sandwich, which is what I'm gonna actually throw it on. I'll just show you really quick like how I can make a sandwich. You can, hello Sohir Talvi, welcome to my stream. And selling diamonds again. Or you can throw them on top of a salad, or you can just eat it as a side dish onto something. Super, super healthy, packed with, again, super grains, which I sort of dislike using that term, but it's packed with grains that are full of nutrients and vitamins. And the sweet potato, it's going to be really fulfilling. And on top of it, like I said, super easy. So I'll just get started. Hi, Rose Faye, thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you. Oh, Alibaba, hello, how are you? Thank you for inviting all of your fans. I appreciate you. Hello. Okay, so let me show you and we'll just get started. By the way, I finally got a little light, guys, and I think it's helping me with the brightness to sort of mitigate that. Oh, and on YouTube, can you only see the comments on YouNow? CI, I think. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. So I have both, but if you're on YouTube, by the way, you can only see the comments from YouNow on YouNow. So if that makes sense. I keep saying thank you, Ben. Yeah, so if you're on YouTube, I don't mean to confuse you. Everyone who's on YouNow was giving me many, many gifts. Ben was being way too kind to me, and I was just thanking him for that. Yeah, I can see your comments on YouTube, but you won't be able to see the ones on YouNow. But it's really easy. If you have a YouTube account, you can use that same account to log into YouNow, and you should be able to see the stream and all the comments. It's really, really fun, honestly. He just called his sugar mama. Wait, Millie is here, Amy? Oh my, wait, Ben, I'm confused. Millie's your sugar mama? Okay, so we're gonna get started. So let me show you really quick. All right, so here is a quinoa. This is what I made earlier. Wait, what? Am I confusing everyone now? This is not paper. I don't know what that means, but hi, Jaded Prince. more royalty we have here today. We have the King of Sweden and Jaded Prince. You're lucky he wasn't his. Oh yeah. Are you drinking Voodoo Pen? What now? I'm confused. See, I read he just called his sugar mama from Amy, and then I got confused. Because Bob said Millie's here, but I'm confused. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. No, Jaded Prince. Yeah, it's my cutting board, but this is my camera. I was just being cheeky. Okay, so these are the grains that I'm using. You can most definitely use quinoa, by the way. But I love this combination of grains. I think it has a really, really delicious flavor. There you go. I think you can see it better that way. It has a really delicious combination of flavor. I love millet and I love buckwheat and I love quinoa. But when together, it just works really, really well for this specific recipe. Oh, Panda, thank you for gifting a subscription to Amy. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. So this combination of grains, the way that I did it was I basically, and this is from Whole Foods, by the way. Again, I really like this combination. If not, you can just use quinoa. I've just used quinoa in the past and it works really, really well. All I did was just rinsed it quickly. It's pretty much really well washed, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And then I just put it in I think the instructions basically say it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So for every cup of the grains, you would want to do 2 cups of water on here. And all I did was I put in a little bit of salt. I threw in a couple pieces of onion. You can sort of see the onion pieces kind of broke down. It was honestly like a little, like I just sliced like an eighth of an onion and just threw it in there, and then 1 garlic, and that's it. I put it to a boil and let that simmer down. Once it got to a boil, I put it on the lowest setting, and then it just simmered down for like 25 minutes, covered obviously, and that's it. And then I left it there. I haven't touched it since it basically cooked, and all of the grains are super cooked, as you can tell. They're not mushy or anything, and that's it. So super easy. I think I had a question about when you prep quinoa, how precisely do you wash it? I need to rub the grains gently as I run them through the water. Yeah, Jaded Prince, it's a little bit tricky because sometimes like it depends on your colander. Like if you're washing it, yeah, I honestly just kind of like let the water run through it, don't really touch it, and that's it. You do want to rinse it because otherwise it's gonna have a little bit of like, I don't know, it has a little flavor that I can pick up. Some people can. I do recommend it, but try to find like the most fine mesh strainer that you can. That would be my trick. Quinoa gets all over my kitchen somehow. It's so little. I know, that happens to me too. But this combination with, like I said, with the millet and buckwheat, it sort of kind of helps with that. See, Isis, that looks good. Thank you. Okay, so we have that. The next thing we're gonna do, since it's already cooked, is the sweet potato. And my little sweet potato is starting to grow. I kind of feel bad using it. Maybe I'll like try to stick this on something and see if it grows. I'm growing 1 sweet potato on my fire escape, by the way. I don't even know. Like the same thing happened. The little like sprout came out, and then I just like put it in a little like empty container that I had outside that had like some soil. That's the correct word. And then it just kind of worked. Hi, Under. Welcome. Okay. Have any of you guys ever had quinoa patties, by the way? I would love to know. And my cat cutter has officially started. I'm trying to look for the peeler. 1 second, guys. And, oh, Thank you for the flower, and I'm gonna have to feed him because otherwise you guys will hear him cry. If I can reach his food, there we go. You guys must think that like I never feed this cat. That's what you guys must think. But I swear he eats all day and he has food right there. Let's feed him really quick so we can move on. Nope, you have no clue how it tastes. Okay, so it's one of... quinoa patties are kind of like, what would I say? They are one of the best ways, they're one of the best substitutes for like veggie burgers. And I've had this conversation in the past. I'm not sure if it was on this stream or someone else's stream, but I know I've talked about this before. Like, I'm not a big fan of most veggie patties. I am actually not a big supporter of like the processed like meat substitutes, you know, like, I mean, I have nothing against them, and if you want to eat them, I won't say, like, I'm nobody to judge you, but I'm not a fan of like Beyond Burgers. I'm not a fan of Impossible Burgers. They're super processed, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, they're super processed and not healthy for you. They do taste like the real thing. I mean, as far as I remember, it's been years since I've had the real thing, but they're definitely not a healthy thing for you to be eating like every day or all the time. I personally have not had any of those, and it'll be 2 years in December. I got really sick the first time I tried an Impossible Burger. Mostly because I don't really eat processed things, you know? Like, I eat pretty much like whole plant-based foods. And I got really sick, and I haven't even craved a burger since then. But when I did eat like veggie burgers, this was my favorite one. And I know you can make them out of anything. People usually make them like, they're very popular with black beans. They're very popular with, like, I've had some absolutely delicious patties with lentils and beets and carrots. Like, those are so good too. But at home, I just find this combination to be so filling, so simple. You don't really have to add much, and it's a really wonderful substitution for like a veggie patty. I hope that answered your question, Rose. Thank you, Princess Pandy. Thank you. Wait, Princess Pandy, do you know Hungry Panda? Slick Neck Nation, thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Oh, you rated me with 20 viewers. Thank you. I totally missed that as I was talking about veggie patties. Jaded Prince says they sneak meat juices in there without telling. I don't know, but I got really sick. I can, yeah. Hi, Havana Club. Nick loves your cooking. Hi, thank you so much. Wait, who's Nick? In Panda Bear 1999? I'm missing so many comments. Sorry about that, guys. You're welcome, and sure do. I get it now. Okay, cool. Wonky wife, I very much doubt it. Hi, meat is expensive. Yeah, see, meat is really expensive. So this is like a really good substitute. I got this whole little packet for $2.50, I think. And you can make like, oh my goodness. Oh, Martin on YouTube. Thank you so much. You're too kind. I really appreciate that. You can probably make like 20 veggie patties on here. Oh my gosh, Panda Bear, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I am undefeated. Great choice, Panda. This better be a cheesecake. Grant, no, it is not a cheesecake, but I think next Thursday I should be able to make that cheesecake for you. And it will be healthy, like I said. My lighting just really keeps changing in here. Let me see if this helps, guys. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Do I make desserts too? Thank you for inviting your fans. Thank you. No, not much. I am definitely not like a baker or anything like that. Okay, let's cut the sweet potato. I am making a super grains veggie patty with quinoa millet. Why do I always forget the other one? Quinoa millet, buckwheat, and sweet potato. I hope that helps. Sorry if that it came out flying. All right, here we go. I don't make too many. Desserts, but when I do, you bet they're probably on the healthier side. So that cheesecake, Grant, that you keep asking me about, is going to be super, super delicious and honestly, like, very healthy. It's gonna have, the only thing that could be even questioned on there will be maple syrup, and that's it. Thank you for inviting your fans, by the way. I love sweet, but I'm not the best baker. You know, I've been on this search of like trying to find sweets that are still really delicious but healthy. And you'd be surprised how much you can make with very simple ingredients that just taste absolutely delicious without much of anything. So I'll continue to come and show. Right? When was it? I think in September I showed you guys how to make a butternut squash ice cream that had like 3 main ingredients. Sounds delicious. I love sweet potato. It does, right? It does go with anything. Thank you, Slip Nation. And these patties are gonna be sweet. They're gonna be savory. They're gonna be full of like super delicious ingredients. And they're gonna be healthy. Like, I promise you get full with them. Sorry, I was what? What was your choice? Panda, I'm so lost. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much for the 400. Healthy is definitely the way to go. Yes, I pretty much, when I come on here and cook, everything I make is on the healthier side. Next week though, I will be making empanadas, and there will be a little bit of oil in there because that was a requested recipe from Ben, who's here. And Bob and Ben asked for that. Okay, so what am I doing now? Can you make a lemon cheesecake? Ooh, I could actually make a lemon one. The one that I was gonna make was gonna be more of a fall related, but yeah, I can definitely do that. And thank you, Martine. Hi, Giselle on YouTube. Okay, so I have here. Are you watching the knife skills? I know, I was so scared for Millie yesterday. How did it turn out, the pumpkin? I had to go, I'm sorry. And Ismail, thank you for becoming a fan. Is Gordon Ramsay a nice person? Extremely nice. Like, in all honesty, he's really nice when the cameras are off. He is not intimidating at all. Very, very kind. Thank you for becoming a fan, Stephen. It was pretty nice, actually. Really? What did you end up designing, Millie? I would love to know. It was quite funny too. Guys, I'm gonna switch to my bowl because I just realized that this is actually really small. So let's throw everything in here. So again, the quinoa and super grains are all cooked already. Just boiled with a little bit of onion and garlic. Literally just threw it all in there with water. 2-to-1 ratio, so for 1 cup of the greens, 2 cups of water. salt. That was it. There's not much in there. And the sweet potato is raw. I just peeled it and cubed it. I should have probably cubed it a little bit smaller, but it's okay. It's still pretty small. He is quite funny too, from what I see on the shows. He is funny. He honestly is. He's a really, really kind person. There is nothing to fear about Gordon. You make me think of Denier 95. She used to stream on her cooking. Really? I haven't seen. Aw. I haven't. Well, today I saw Kirsty. She normally bakes, but she was making soup today. It was so awesome to see. What am I cooking? Hi, mister. You're not late. Just getting started here. True. So I am making some really healthy veggie patties made from super grains. So this is quinoa, millet, buckwheat, and I have sweet potato on here. Hold on, Panda, I was gonna ask you. I know Chocobo is working, but can I do this? No, I have to do it on the other computer. Okay, it's okay. I will try to go in a second and ask you for this, Panda, for this one favor. Oh my gosh, mister. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you. Jaded Prince, thank you. Thank you for the fan. Hashtag mister, yes. And thank you for inviting your fans. Okay, so let me keep going. We're gonna add a couple of things for flavor. Oh, Jaded Prince, thank you. I appreciate you. Sahara, thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you, Tali Fun? No, Tate Fun. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for inviting your fans. That looks yummy. Thank you, Mimi. How are you, by the way, Mimi? And thank you for becoming a fan, Jaded Prince. Okay, so this is probably gonna be one of the most important ingredients. Smoked paprika. There you go, you can see it this way. I do suggest trying to find like a good smoked paprika. I find this brand to be really good. According to America's Test Kitchen, this is the one in the US that has like some of the best flavor. Hi Brenda, how are you? Thank you for being here. You're always so kind to honestly join my streams. I really appreciate you. So I do suggest this one. And I'm just going to eyeball it, but I would say this is probably half of a teaspoon. Oh yeah, this is the smoked paprika. Thank you for the 10, by the way. You said, looks so yummy, yummy, hanging in there. Thank you, Mimi. Hanging in there. Do you want to talk about it? It's okay if you don't. How am I in Qatar? I will let you know in a second. We're good. Qatar has a little heating pad. We got him a heating pad. And he has been on it because it's been really cold in the apartment and he's like a skinny little cat. But yes, he's good. And I added ground cumin. Hashtag Qatar, yes. Oh, really? Thank you, Panda, for letting me know. Paprika is light on the flavor, right? Usually I can taste it. Yeah, so paprika is really, really subtle. But I do think it brings like a deftness to dishes. Is that a word? It brings definition. That was not a word, and that's not what I meant. It brings like definition to a dish. It really just like kind of allows things to come together in a way that I can't really explain it. But smoked paprika is important in this recipe because it's going to give it like a sort of meaty flavor, if that makes sense. Thank you. Yay, the cutter. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna add, so we have ground cumin and smoked paprika. Brenda, how's your day, by the way? And hi, Jazia. Okay, I think I did say hi, but just in case. The next thing I'm gonna add is garlic powder. And by the way, my garlic powder, it was really humid in the summer here in New York. And then it just got like really cold all of a sudden. And my garlic powder decided that it just wanted to get hard. So I'm gonna try to break apart one of these little things. Like, look at that. Look how hard it got. There you go. But I don't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna like undo it by my hand. There you go. Rose, it's nice to be here. Kind of calming and relaxing. Rose, I'm so happy you said that. It is my intention to come on here and create like a calming space so you can enjoy food being made. That's the way that I love making food. Like, making food to me is so relaxing, it's so calming. And I hope people get that when they cook too. And it's also like you're nourishing your body, you know? So I'm glad that you said that. You love paprika. Oh, good, Mimi. Okay, this right here is optional. You definitely don't have to add this, but I find that it assists in incorporating the ingredients without adding any breadcrumbs. So this is flaxseed meal. Literally, I took flax seeds and I blended them until I got a powder form. This is about a tablespoon. And usually, this is like a really good substitute for eggs, like if someone can't have eggs or if you're plant-based or vegan, obviously, then you would be using the flaxseed meal. But usually you want to add it to with water. So for every tablespoon of the flaxseed meal, you would add 3 tablespoons of water. I'm just gonna throw it in here. And it works fine. Like, I've done it like that. You don't have to separate it. Oh my gosh, you subscribed. Thank you. Thank you, mister. Oh, I love it. You're so kind. Thank you. Hashtag mister. Panda Bear, thank you for inviting your fans. I appreciate you. Okay. So we have cumin, paprika, garlic powder, and the flaxseed. Now, this is the other ingredient. You can 100% add eggs to this, but I am not going to. The reason why is because I want to make this, plant-based. I want to show you, thank you, Waking My Dreams for the 50. How is Ari doing? She good? Tech guy. Tech guy is not playing tech guy right now. He's with my little one. Okay, and it actually froze. You can see I put it in the back of my fridge and apparently it got too cold. But this is what people call aquafaba, or it's technically just garbanzo bean juice. And I know it sounds really good, really weird. She's good. Okay, good. Tell her I say I love you. Normally, it sounds weird, but this is actually one of the best substitute for egg whites out there, like 100%. I don't know let me know if any of you have ever worked with aquafaba. I don't think Olivia's here, but how do you get the juice out of the beans? Good question, mister. So you're actually not juicing the beans. When you make your chickpeas or garbanzos, however you call them, I know they're called different things in different places, but garbanzos, when you make your garbanzos, you actually, when you're boiling them, the leftover liquid, that's what this is. So basically, I made some garbanzos a while back. I forget what it was for. I think I made a salad or hummus, maybe? I can't remember right now. But this is basically what was left over from that, and that's what I'm using. And it works amazing. So I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. I don't want it to be too watery. So that's what's going in there. And by the way, like aquafaba, if you put it into a mixer, like a stand mixer, it will whip up like eggs. It's crazy, but it's really, really cool. Brenda says, today is a cleanup day. I did laundry and whatnot, a bit tired. Oh, Brenda. Well, I hope you get to relax. Maybe while I cook on here. Cleaning day. I feel like every day is cleaning day for me. That is something you learn. Oh, well, I'm glad you learned it, mister. Yeah. But if not, if you don't care to, have eggs, sometimes I have eggs. Like I said, I am plant-based, but eggs and honey are the things that I sometimes do consume. So you could totally just add the egg in here, and you really just need one egg. So really easy. I'm gonna start mixing this. One more ingredient, onion powder. And I'm just sort of like I said, like covering enough. You can taste this. There's nothing in here that you won't be able to taste. So we'll give it a little taste before I start cooking it. This is black pepper. Sakrin, thank you for the raid. Hashtag Sakrin raid, thank you. Thank you for inviting your fans. Ale, ¿cómo estás, Ale? Oh, thank you for the 400, Sakrin. I really appreciate you. Okay, great. So now we have that. When I cook the quinoa, by the way, if you just made it here for Sakrin's, I'm making these delicious veggie patties made of super grains, quinoa, millet, buckwheat, sweet potato, and I'm just adding all the spices right now. When I cooked the quinoa, I did add salt. But I'm gonna taste everything now and see how it is once I mix it. The other thing that I suggest too, Panda, thank you for gifting that subscription to Amanda. Oh, thank you, hashtag Panda. I really appreciate you. What the heck? Oh, you guys are way too kind. Okay, so let me mix this up. There's one more thing that I suggest, but this is completely optional, okay? Brenda said watching you is relaxing, Adriana. Aw, you're not late, it's totally fine. Thank you. This is almond flour. This could be a really good substitute whenever you're making anything that requires adding breadcrumbs to a dish. Like, you know how sometimes you will see breadcrumbs on a dish and you're like, it's mainly to help binding things. But as an alternative, if you don't want to consume, if you can have nuts and you don't want to have the bread, which obviously, it's not the healthiest thing to add to the dishes, almond flour is a really, really good substitute. So I'm gonna include like a tablespoon in here. If you don't have this, you can use breadcrumbs. And if not, honestly, it's usually fine anyway. But just to be on the safer side, to keep things really like together so that our little burger patties like don't, crumble up too much when we eat them, I'm gonna add a tablespoon and a half, okay? Christy, did I miss it? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I touched the mic. I didn't mean to make you guys laugh. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate you, Christine. Panda and Beck. Oh, honestly, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay. So let me go ahead and mix this, and then we're gonna taste for the salt, okay? So I'm just gonna put my hands in here, if that's okay with you guys. I actually wanna rinse them first. How was your day, Christine? I really appreciate your support. How is everything? How was your stream, by the way, Sakrin? I'm sorry, I just came in and said hello and left. I was setting up. I was so worried that my OBS was not gonna work today because it wasn't working the other day. Okay, so I'm mixing. It was great. Okay, good. You've been going okay? Why just okay? It's also okay if you don't want to share, by the way. I respect that. Aww. I will, if you stream tomorrow, I will try to be on there, Sakharin. Yes, I heart you too, Panda. Why the confused taco, Panda? I'm wondering if I had missed any messages. I think I'm sort of cut off. You do have a life, Sakharin. But you choose to make time for this. Okay, so I want to tell you what's going on here. Confused taco. Hashtag confused taco. I feel like the confused taco is me on every stream, guys. Like, let's be real. The confused taco is Adriana. I'm always confused on all these comments. Is this okay? It's good for me. Okay, that's good. Okay. So, as you can tell, like I'm barely putting my fingers, I'm barely putting this in between my fingers, and it's actually coming together really nice. Like, look at that. So I'm not gonna add any more aquafaba or the garbanzo juice. I'm not gonna add any more flaxseed meal. I'm not adding any more almond meal. Everything's really, really good. I can relate to that too. And the taco is so cute. I can see what you mean, Sakharin. I feel like you and I get confused with the comments sometimes. Okay. Hello, Raleigh. Welcome to my stream. All right, so this is the point where I'm gonna taste it. And the perfect timing for relaxing. All right, so there's nothing raw in here except the sweet potato. But I'm not gonna taste the sweet potato. I just wanna taste the actual like quinoa and super grains to make sure that everything's tasting as far as like salt and the added ingredients for flavor are working well. Oh, it's already tasting really good. Definitely don't need any more cumin, onion powder or paprika, garlic powder. It's really good on that end. I may need just a little bit more smoked sea salt. So give me 1 second. So this is my smoked sea salt. Ooh. How's your day going, by the way, Raleigh? This sea salt is a go-to for anyone who's like plant-based and you want to get like, you know, like a meatier flavor on things sometimes, because you probably miss that if you haven't had it in a while. This is really good. So this like will add a little bit. Oops, and I'm dropping it everywhere. For some reason it's falling from the bottom. I need to put it on a different container. That's the truth. But I added a little bit and I'm gonna mix it. And then once this is done, I'm going to actually start incorporating them into little patties. So again, this is really easy. And honestly, it comes together so fast. I'm probably just taking a while because I'm talking to you guys, but it's really, really fast. So that's good. Let me rinse my hands really quick. Oh, thank you for the little stickers, guys. Okay. Give me 1 second. So I have this really old school cutters. They're just circular cutters. And there's all sorts of different sizes. And I use them all the time. Oh, that is really cute, Sakharin. That's adorable. I use them all the time. So let me choose which one I'm gonna use for the patties. I don't want them to be too big. I think this is the right size. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Hashtag Zachary and hashtag Panda. That's Jenny's. I don't think I know Jenny. Tell me about her streams. It doesn't tell me what size it is, but I'm thinking it's 2 inches. I think it's a 2-inch one. And the height is all the same on all of them. So I'm just gonna use that one. And I'm gonna check something really quick, guys. I'll be right back. 1 second. She's just do talking streams, but she's very nice and funny person. Ooh, I'll have to check her out. I hope that's okay with you, Panda. Yeah. Is that okay with you too, Ben? I didn't ask. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my, and I have to show you over here. So let me turn on this camera so I can show you. Okay, I'm gonna take you over to my stove. And you know, the really cool thing about this recipe too is that it's super, like it doesn't require much oil either. Move this out of the way here. It's not your first rodeo. Okay, good. I really appreciate both you and Panda, so I hope that's okay. Is it a curry you're making? Tony, no, if you just came on here, I'm gonna be making these delicious veggie patties. They're super healthy and delicious, full of like nutritious ingredients. So this is quinoa, millet, and buckwheat with sweet potato and some spices, and I'm about to start shaping them. Thank you for becoming, you became a super fan? Really? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry if I missed that. Thank you for becoming a fan. Sure about that, Ben? Thank you for becoming a fan. Okay, so let me start shaping these. So the easiest way, I am turning on, let me show you on this camera. Here's my stove. And you guys, if you've been on my streams before, it's getting hot, but I felt like there was something on there from when I was making tortillas the other day. But if you've been on my streams, you know this is just a crepe pan that I use. It's amazing for all sorts of things, so I'm just gonna keep it on here. What I love about it is that normally I don't use non-stick stuff. I use a lot of like cast iron stuff. If you've been on my streams, you know that. But for tortillas and for these type of patties, it works really well because it's not gonna stick. I find that as much as I try my cast iron, sometimes these get sticky and they fall apart, and I don't recommend it. So try to use something that's non-stick if you can. When did you first start to learn how to cook? Mimi, that's a really good question. So I grew up, oh, and by the way, I put my heat on medium. It's exactly at medium, so I'm gonna leave it there. While I put these together, I'll answer your question. I'm gonna grab, let me give you a measuring cup so that way you guys know what I'm talking about. I would say this is half a cup. Yep, perfect, look at that. I feel like once you've been cooking for a while, you sort of just know temperatures, you know? Let me switch camera so you can see it on here. So I began learning how to cook probably when I was really little, just because I would spend so much time with my mom and all the women in my family who like did all the cooking. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Mexico, and we grew up in like a village that was basically like, it was my grandparents from my dad's side of the family and like through 2 other uncles, and then eventually it was just 1 uncle and my family with my grandparents. And so there was like, the way that we lived was very communal. Thank you for the 400, James. Thank you. I didn't even know you were still here. I appreciate you. It was very communal, and we worked, well, I didn't. I talk about it like I did. I didn't really get to work in the farms because I left when I was 8. But, you know, everyone pretty much worked out in the fields all day, and then they would come home and eat. And like, the women in the family basically did a lot of the cooking, and then they would feed everyone else who had been working in the fields. And the women worked in the fields as well. So it wasn't like it was just the men. But I just spent a lot of time with them in the kitchen. And my mom loves, and she's one of the most amazing like cooks that I know, like, in all honesty. Thank you for the 400, James. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. Yes, hashtag James, please. Hashtag Bob. Did I miss Bob? Bob, I'm so sorry if I missed it. Oh, Slick Nation, thank you guys. Aww. You guys are so kind to me. Bob, oh, thank you so much, Bob. I'm sorry if I missed it. I missed it. Thank you. Yeah, hashtag Slick, please. But basically, yeah, I grew up just being around the women, and my mom loving to cook. She's amazing. She's inspirational to me. She was always trying out new recipes. But when I really began to like cook, I feel like I was observing for years, right? But when I really began to cook was when I moved to New York City. So after college, like a year and a half after college, I moved to New York. And, you know, I was living on my own. I had already been living on my own sort of in college, but like, the dorm life is not really living on your own, you know? So I don't really count that. But I just started cooking a lot and like really experimenting with recipes. And that's when I was told that I should go and like audition for MasterChef. And I was like, I don't know enough, but like, I was always experimenting and learning. And then I went and auditioned for MasterChef and made it on the season. And one of the things that people don't really know about MasterChef is that when you're not filming, you are actually learning a lot of stuff with Chef Gordon Ramsay's chefs. So it's like his chefs that work on the show as well. They are there with you, and you're basically taking culinary school in between filming, which is amazing. I am forever grateful for that experience. Even if I got kicked off pretty early, I'm just really grateful that I was able to get that experience of cooking with like Gordon Ramsay's chefs, you know? So that's when my real culinary experience began. And then to be really fair, like a lot of like the plant-based stuff, you know, I just kind of had to learn on my own. Nowadays, it's really wonderful. There's actually culinary schools that are very specific to plant-based food, which to me is amazing. Like, they're literally teaching how to cook vegetables the right way and legumes and stuff, you know? But most of that stuff I just kind of learned on my own for being vegetarian for such a long time. So as you can see, like, look how beautiful these little patties are. They're not falling apart at all. So that's what you want. And if you don't have one of these little cutters, there we go, totally okay. What I suggest is getting a measuring cup, or any cup, really, any little like measuring cup that you use for anything, and just like pat it in there Where's my camera? There we go. Just like pat it in there, and then they come out, and then just sort of like shape it in your hand some more. And again, you don't even have to do that. You could just shape it in your hand. Like, you don't even really need a measuring cup. But the reason I like to do it with the measuring cup or with a cutter is simply because it'll give you consistency for when you're cooking. One, it'll make it prettier, and two, it's going to actually assist in the cooking time. If you have a bunch of patties that are all different sizes, you're gonna run into trouble because you're not gonna really know when to flip one and when the other, you know? So yeah, they look delicious already. Oh good, I'm glad you guys are liking it. So there we go. And if you notice the thickness of them, let's see, they're like a little bit less than an inch. They're not that thick. In this case, I have allergies a lot to foods. Oh no, Rose. Pretty patties, mister. Thank you. What are you allergic to? Are you allergic to anything I'm making right now? And also, have you tried like a detox? I know a lot of times food allergies in the recent years, they found like if you detox, especially like heavy metals, it will really assist with allergies. Yeah, oh no, what are you allergic to? Yummy, yummy. Thank you, Mimi. Okay, I just rinsed my hands. I'm gonna take you over to the stove. So let me show you really quick. My pan is basically ready. And I'm sorry, this camera I think is a little bit, since it's on my Wi-Fi, it's a little bit, what do you call it? Laggy, but you should still be able to see what I'm doing. My olive oil, I just put like a tablespoon of olive oil. I just want enough so that like it crisps up a little bit. I'm not trying to like fry them. Okay. And the trick to like cooking anything like this to kind of help you is try to go around. I'm gonna move the oil in a second. Clearly, as you can tell, my stove is not even. I live in New York City, guys, and this building's on the older side. So let me move the oil around. There we go. Ooh, can you hear that? I know I love like cooking sounds. Thank you for capturing a moment. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna move a little bit of this oil. And the sweet potatoes is the only thing that's not cooked, right? So I just want that to get cooked enough. If you know sweet potato cooks pretty quickly, I just don't want it to be hard. So I'm probably going to flip them every 3 to 4 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up a little bit here while we let that go over there. By the way, Panda, what did you say you had for dinner? And what did everyone else have for dinner? Oh, and Rose, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. You said peanuts, chicken, some fruits, a lot. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of allergies. I'm sorry. Have you asked to see like what options you have? You're gonna try to come cook with me? Where are you, yo boy? Yo boy, John. Oh, I'm not saying it correctly. Clearly I have to say it with an accent. John, I should just call you John. Atlanta. Do you ever cook on YouNow? We can do a cook along. Mimi. Ale, you're about to have some caldo de pollo. Before I was vegetarian, caldo de pollo was so good. I won't lie. I nowadays make like my own veggie, and it mimics very much the flavors of caldo de pollo, but it was so good. Mira, let's still try to make the best of it, right? Yeah, Rose, I'm sorry. I got two Kims like you. Oh. You know, on my first stream on here, I literally like just had my phone, I think, and then that failed, and then I just put my laptop, and then I finally set it all up. I can see that. I can see that, Rose. You kind of just learned. But that still sucks. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else I need to clean up here. I'm just trying to prep. When these are done, I'm going to show you how I eat them. Like I was telling you earlier, after I had that bad experience with the Impossible Burger, like I have not been able to eat anything that resembles a burger. So I have not eaten this in a burger, but they're delicious in a burger patty. I'm gonna be eating it like a sandwich, which I guess technically is a burger. What do you guys think? I know some people are very, they have strong opinions about what makes a burger and what makes a sandwich, and like where that line crosses. And then people have a lot of opinions of whether a hot dog is a sandwich. Like, you guys, I'm open to hearing about this. Tell me, what do you think? Mister, no, I do not like the Impossible Burger. I don't think you were on the stream yet. I was telling everyone the first time I tried it, and I literally had 2 bites. I kid you not. I got extremely sick, and the other person with me that had the full burger got extremely sick too. And it was not pretty. I think they're way too processed, and I don't think they're healthy for you. You eat burgers with bread? Like the burger patty and the bread? Okay, see, I don't feel that bad now. So let me go and flip these. Let's go check on them really quick. Is it done? It's not done yet. Almost. So let me check. Ooh, I got a little bit more brown than I wanted there. Maybe I should turn down my heat. But that's good. Let me turn down my heat a little bit. Okay, that one's good. Don't do that. Let me flip these. Yeah, see, that's perfect right here. Not that one. I will be eating that one. I won't be serving that to anybody else. Ooh, okay, but it's smelling really good. Because I flipped them, I am going to add a little bit more oil just so that the bottom can get some. And like, I just like to add a drop near it and just let it sort of fall underneath. I turned down my heat a little bit to like a medium low. But like, look, I just want you to see, normally, if you've ever had like a burger, a veggie patty, you know those things are falling apart. But like, look how nice these are. They're literally staying where they're supposed to, right? Yeah, so don't do this one. You want to get it brown like this, that's a little too much. It's not going to be bad, but you know, you're going to get a little bit of the charred flavor, unless that's what you're going for, which I know some people like the charred. I thought that was normal way. Well, I mean, okay, so maybe I'm not saying it correctly, Rose. I meant I don't eat these with the burger bread. I eat them with like a sandwich bread. Does that make sense? But I think some places sell that, right? Like, does it still make it a burger? You should have baked it. Yeah, you can totally bake these. I wanted to get a little bit of like that pan-fried flavor. I do think it adds to this dish, but if you're totally trying to avoid like oil, like heated oil like that, you can just spray a sheet pan and put it in the oven for like I would say 30 minutes and sort of start checking it around there. Spray the pan and then spray them on top, and that should be good at like 350. I would maybe even do 375 if you want to get a little bit of like a nice crust. Bob says pizza is a sandwich. What constitutes a sandwich? Yeah, see, I don't know. Some people seem to have like really strong opinions about this sort of stuff. I don't know. I have only tried the frozen veggie patties and they're all right. Yeah. I don't think I can recommend any veggie patties. Like, I've been vegetarian for a really long time, mister, so I can tell you that I've probably tried most of them. And I think there's very few that I would say are even okay to eat. You would grill it. Yeah, you can totally grill it, Bob. I do have like a what is it called? A cast iron grilling. It's not a pan. Well, I do have a grilling pan, but also like a skillet, right? And you can throw those in there. Just make sure that if you are doing that you put a lot of oil on the outside and on your grill so that it doesn't stick, because the quinoa can definitely try to stick on them. Hot One Bagel, thank you for becoming a fan. Hot dog can be bread too, taco if you think about it. Right? Okay. Yeah. So see, like, people have all these like arguments. Like, I was watching people have arguments about this, and I think it's funny. Like, it's all just food, right? It's whatever name we give it. Hi, Luca. Or Luke, not Luca, Luke. Oh, you came. You were on Christy's stream today when she was making soup, right? Thank you for coming. You said you were coming, you're here. So we're just finishing up here. Let me check on these actually. Oh yeah. So that's not ready. I want you to see, like, it's sort of starting to get like a little color on there, but it's not ready. Let me put a timer so I don't get lost talking to you guys and then burn them. I'm gonna put a 2-minute timer. But see how like easy it is to put these together and how easy it is to actually cook them. Like, there's not much that you need. And that's the other thing I didn't want to put them in the oven too, besides the flavor that I like from the pan. I didn't want to put them in the oven because I feel like sometimes when you think of like oven recipes, it's a whole other thing to get your oven on and everything. I wanted you guys to see how easy it is to make these. I always think that what works will do. Yeah, I'm with you, Rose. Okay, so putting this in my sink, and in the meantime, I actually want to, let me move this so it's not all crooked for you guys. I want to actually but prep some tomatoes, some onion, and lettuce for this. So let me do that. Let me wash my knife. But as I was saying, these patties, you can 100% put them in many dishes. A burger, a sandwich, like I'm going to do, on top of a salad. Oh, so good. On top of a salad with some vegetables and like a creamy sort of dressing. I make my own like cashew dressing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting really hungry. Yeah, I'm being quite talkative today. I'm a lot more optimistic. Well, Rose, I'm happy that you're being talkative. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being quiet too. I always think that's, you know, it's like such a societal pressure for us to be talkative, and it's totally okay for us to just be quiet and observant sometimes, right? But I'm glad that you're being talkative. Okay, so my timer's done. Let me show you my stove. Let's see how it's going. I think I can do 1 more minute. And these pretty much are ready, but I want the sweet potato to be completely cooked. This little sweet potato fell. Let me taste that. Yeah, I think it still needs like 2 more minutes. I turned down the heat because I want I want the heat to cook the sweet potato. I don't really want them to get any more brown. Hashtag llama, what did I miss? Thank you, llama. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, hi, how are you? I missed it. How are you doing today, llama? Oh, she's a friend of yours. Aww. Well, thank you for being here, llama. You were recommended to come here and see me? Aww. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Okay. We're just making some veggie quinoa patties. Super cream patties, I should say. So what I'm going to put on this sandwich, so I have some lettuce here. This is a beautiful lettuce from my farmer's market. Maybe one is enough, it's pretty big. So sweet. If you guys have been on my streams before, you know I love my farmer's market. And it's almost coming to an end. She only has like 4 more weeks and then they're done for the season. And I'm really sad, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I love your little sticker. And panda. Everyone knows Llama. Hi, Llama. Thank you for inviting your fans and becoming a fan. I appreciate you. That lettuce looks so good, doesn't it? So good. Okay. Oh, thank you for the 10. All right, so I'm gonna open up my red onion. And that's my timer. So let me go and get that as well. Let's check on these little patties. Let me check another one. I keep checking the same one. Nope, I want 1 more minute. Let me turn up my heat just a tiny, tiny bit. And let's do 1 more minute. Let's do 2 minutes. I'm being extra cautious now because I don't want them to burn, but let's do this. Llama is nice, she's really sweet. Aww. Well, I'm really happy you're here, Llama. She made a good pancake with bottles? What? Tell me about this pancake with bottles. Panda. Panda's telling your secret. Panda, I didn't do the spoon. Oh no. Yeah, spoon for onion, now I'm crying. Oh my goodness, that was strong. So, if you were on one of my last streams, let me see if my camera, there you go. If you were on one of my last streams, Panda told me to use a spoon so that I don't cry when I cut the onion. And I did it and it actually worked. And Ben is gonna laugh at me. The great spoon, yeah. But it actually works. But before I continue cutting this, I'm totally gonna use it because it's strong already. Okay, hold on. My patties are almost ready. Okay, here we go. This one not good. And I think it's working sort of, but I was too late to it. Mister, you asked, does it taste bad if it burns? I mean, it's not gonna taste bad. It's gonna give a little bit of a charred flavor, but you know, definitely you don't want to over-char it. You know, like a regular burger, you don't want to do that. Too late, it was too late. Are those salmon burgers? They're not. So they are veggie patties made with quinoa, buckwheat, and millet. and sweet potato. Let me check on them one more time. Yeah, I think they're done. So I'm just going to, let me try this little sweet potato that fell here. I still find it a little hard. So I'm gonna leave it there. The heat is like pretty low. So I'm gonna leave it there while I finish prepping here. The chemical already hit your eyes. It did. It worked a little bit though, because I didn't, like I would have been full on crying. This onion's strong. They're plant-based patties. Yes, plant-based, completely plant-based. Okay, and I see there's like something weird on this little piece of onion here, so I'm gonna take it off. Let me give you back to my counter. For sandwiches, I highly recommend red onion, but it's totally up to you if you don't like onion. You know, these patties are meant to be eaten whatever way you want. So I'm only gonna add a little bit of onion, and let me get a tomato. Do any of you guys watch Bon Appetit? Well, she has her own show now, Claire Shafik. Do any of you guys watch her show on YouTube? She was from the Bon Appetit kitchen. Quinoa burgers or something. Yeah. Cool. Your stove is so clean. Mine is the opposite. I have to have a clean space. Otherwise, like I can't think. Which is funny because usually at the end of my streams, like my kitchen is a hot mess, you know? Oops, cut that one way too thick. My doorbell just rang, so 1 second guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on the patties one more time. So make sure you do your 20 likes, everyone. Aw, thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. Yeah, I used to watch her. She made the gourmet candies and stuff. Yes, that's exactly who it is, mister. These are looking really good. But I'm going to leave them there. Oops, I don't want that to happen. I want them to like keep together a little bit longer. I keep flipping that one and clearly it's not liking it. So I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, she used to do, yeah, the gourmet candies and stuff. She never liked the chocolate. Yes, she never liked tempering chocolate because it's freaking hard. But what's it called? She has her own show now, and the thing about her show is that her fridge is like always super crowded and she can't fit anything in there. And I think I need to go through mine because mine is like starting to get like that. Give me 1 second, guys. Hi! Hey. Oh, what's that?
It's vegan ones.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good,
I'm good.
Hi, James.
Hola, mi amor. ¿Lo compraste en Walgreens? Gracias, mi amor. ¿Cómo te fue en el parque? ¿Cómo te fue en el parque? ¿Bien? ¿Poquito?
Una niña y una niña. Y estaba comiendo.
Oh.
Y jugamos corriendo y comemos poquito.
Oh. ¿Te divertiste?
Papá se da mi fruta.
Oh, ok. Toma agua, ¿ok?
Sí.
Ok.
Ya tomé agua del paquete.
Okay, ya casi termino. I love you. My family just got here and a friend, and he brought me some vegan artisanal donuts handcrafted here in New York. Isn't that the sweetest gift? James. No, that's not James. This is Craig. I don't think he streams ever. He doesn't stream, right? Adrian? He doesn't stream, right? Ever? No.
No.
Panda's asking.
No, but he is one of the best guitarists I've ever met.
Yes.
James, that's on the comments, can testify to that.
Yes. Yes. He really is. I was asking him the other day, I'm like, you should be streaming. And he's like, nah, I don't think it's his thing. But check out his band, new band, No Chance for Closures. He's awesome. Can we see what the donuts look like? Yes, let me show you. I haven't even looked at them. Okay, hold on, let me try to open the box. I think it's really sealed. Ooh, okay, here we go. The child's voice sounds so cute. Thank you, Rose. That's my daughter. She just came home from playing in the park. That's what they did while I was streaming so that I would have some quiet time. They look beautiful. And they smell so delicious. Aww, that's the sweetest. Don't you guys love it when your friends like know your diet and respect it? You know? Okay, so here we are. Oh, thank you for capturing the moment. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Yeah, they look delicious. I just did. Okay, let me check these patties. They look good, guys. I'm gonna leave them there. I'm gonna prep my bread. My light is getting really dark. Oh, there we go. Okay. So normally I make my own bread, but I ran out and we got some bread at the store. This is the, if you've been on one of my streams, I know, Ben, you've seen this bread, the Dave's Killer bread with the good seeds. It's probably one of the only ones in the market that, unless it's like from a real bakery, you know, that I will buy. Because it actually, like the first ingredient is whole wheat bread, whole wheat flour. So, here is my bread. The cat is meowing. I know. I just fed him too. Can you give him a little bit more, please, for me? Kisses? Yeah, you can give him kisses too. Okay. I am going to add a little bit of my cashew crema. You can do mayo or, you know, whatever spread you like on your sandwiches. My cashew crema is completely dairy-free. It's made out of cashews, lemon, limes, and salt. It's really, really good and honestly delicious. The recipe is on my YouTube channel, by the way, if you're interested in that. Can you come cook at my house? I sometimes do that, John. I am also a private chef, so one of my favorite things to do is going over and making private dinners. It's always really fun. But honestly, I'm having so much fun on streams because I get to like talk to you guys and make food and, you know. Thank you. Bye, Cutter. What is that? So this is a cashew crema. So like almost like a sour cream made out of cashews. Cashew spread, is that what you want to call it? I think it's super versatile. I use it on all my Mexican food recipes. But it works really well for sandwiches. It has like a tangy flavor and it's delicious. If you want to use mayo, you're welcome to use mayo. I'm gonna bring one of my patties. Let me show you first. Let me show you really quick. There they are, if you just joined me. The cat is going crazy. I know, Rose, before you came here, I fed him. And I've been feeding him like all day and somehow he's still asking for food. All right, back to the counter. Let me bring one of the patties. I'm turning them off. Here we go. Ooh, look, can you see that steam? Looks good. How many cameras do I have? So I have three. I have this one, which is my laptop, which is probably why it's not the best camera. It goes in and out of brightness. And then I have this one right here, which is on my counter. And then I have my phone. That's the one that you usually see on my stove. So it works really well. I sort of figured out a system to try and get better shots for you guys. I'm so professional. Thank you, Mr. Flurry. And thank you for becoming a fan. Raiders Panda, I think you have my favorite streams. Raiders Panda? Where is Raiders Panda? And I want to know what these streams are. He's smelling the taste of your food. Surely smells delicious. I think so too. I think you're right. He's like, if I'm in the kitchen, he's asking for food. As soon as I start cooking. I think it's gonna add some texture to the patties. It will. Besides, not Raiders? Oh, you're saying I am? Thank you, Bob. You're too kind. I appreciate that. I just understood your comment. And I had missed some of the comments on YouTube. Martin says, I do make a chile verde con carne with impossible meat. It comes out pretty tasty. I'm sure, Martin, it's just for me, like, I don't need processed. So when I do, my stomach just does not take it well. A patty melt to serve with bread slices. Okay. Julie, you're here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay. Nice, me too. Okay, I've been telling everybody I need a girl who can make me a sandwich. John, can you learn to make yourself a sandwich too? So you can make her one too, and then you can both make each other sandwiches and be good? How about that? Alright, so here is my sandwich. I like a lot of tomatoes, and especially these. These are still from my farmer's market. And I am going to add some of the salt that I added earlier on the patties, which is the smoked sea salt. How much is this sandwich? I mean, I guess it depends where you're selling it at, right? I live in New York City. I feel like you could easily sell this sandwich for like $12 here at least, you know? But I think it just depends where you live. Okay, I like a lot of lettuce. I didn't toast my bread, but obviously feel free to toast it for the sake of the stream. I'm not toasting it. And I'm going to press my burger patty a little bit. I want to cut it. Hi, Ali Hayder? I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. Welcome. Damn, New York City's expensive. I can't afford that. I'll make you a sandwich too. Thank you, John. Yeah, New York City is expensive. It's mostly because of rent. Like, if you think about how much a restaurant has to pay to, you know, like, keep with rent. All right, I want to actually put this on a plate. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry if I'm making so much noise. Hold on, my finger is like a little bit wet and everything's slipping. Hi, how's your day going, Ali? I would probably eat that with some jalapenos. Me too. I have some. I'm gonna get them. Good idea, mister. Okay, look at this sandwich though. Ugh. And like I said, these patties, you can put them on a burger patty, on a burger bread. You can put them on a burger bread. You can put them on top of your salad. Like this for lunch, leftovers for lunch, you just heat them up a little bit, throw some greens on there, add a couple of like your favorite vegetables like onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, put that on there, add your favorite dressing, especially like something creamy. Camera, stay with me. It's so good. Your lettuce could be more green. It's like a butter lettuce, so it's not meant to be like super green, if that makes sense. Okay, guys, it's getting dark in here. Very interesting. Let me see if this helps. No, not too much. Okay, so I am going to take a bite and tell you guys all about it. And you could even eat these patties just like over a bed of like with some roasted vegetables on the side. You could eat them on top of like even like rice. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this. Anything that you would eat like a patty with. Let me clean up. This looks so messy. Eat it. The best word. This looks so much better than the Impossible Burger. Thank you, Panda. Hi, Godfrey. Thank you for becoming a fan. The moment we have waited for. I know, right? Or like in a wrap. Yes, a wrap, mister. You got some good ideas. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna eat it and then respond to some of your comments. That was a little seed, by the way, from the bread because it has like so many seeds. All right. I want to do like the middle. There's so much going on. The first thing that really hit me was the smoked paprika. Like it really, it felt meaty because it felt like a patty because of the smoked paprika. And then the second thing I tasted was the sweetness of the sweet potato. And then the texture of the quinoa and all of the grains with the millet and the buckwheat, and then the freshness of the vegetables. So it's like a perfect balance of everything. I am gonna put some hot sauce. That's a big bite. I'm hungry. I am going to taste it like that. Amy, you said, am I in Manhattan? I am literally one street away from what's officially Manhattan. So no. I won't say exactly where, obviously, but yeah. I have, if you were on one of my streams 2 weeks ago, I made some habanero salsa. This is gonna go great with it. Don't judge my container. I put it in like a glass container that had coconut yogurt. When it was over, I was like, this is a great container for salsa. And then I never took off the sticker. So I tend to do that sometimes. I just want to recycle them. It looks tasty. Wife. Thanks, Mr. McFlurry. Okay. This is gonna be spicy, guys, but it's okay. I really want to taste it. Captured a moment. Thank you, Panda, for capturing a moment. Okay, here we go. You guys, the habanero salsa, we took it to a whole other level. If you've been on my streams, you know I usually add like the powder, what is it called? The ghost pepper powder? Flakes, not powder, they're flakes. Because it's like spicy and it just brings everything together. But this habanero salsa, if you can take heat, these patties with habanero on top, everything. Like I can't explain to you. It's like a roller coaster of flavor. Sweet, savory, smoky, spicy, fresh because of the fresh vegetables, especially the tomatoes. It's just so good. Brenda says it looks so tasty. Thank you, Brenda. I hope you make something like this, and I hope you guys are maybe inspired to try something out. Like Panda was saying, it looks better than an Impossible Burger. It really does. I feel like if I'm gonna substitute something, I want it to be something that's actually healthy. So one last time before I let you guys go, what was on here? Oh, I think I threw it out. 1 second. Did I put it in the recycling? Oh yeah, here it is. I use the super grains from Whole Foods, which is white and red quinoa, millet, buckwheat. You can just use quinoa if that's all you have. I've made it that way before and it works great. Sweet potato. Sweet potato. The spices were onion powder, smoked paprika, cumin, garlic, smoked sea salt, black pepper. I used a little bit of flaxseed meal. If you don't have that, or if you don't care, if you're not plant-based, you can use egg. I use a flaxseed meal and the liquid aquafaba, or the liquid of garbanzo beans. But if not, you can use eggs instead of those 2 ingredients. And then oh yeah, and the almond flour instead of breadcrumbs. But you can totally use breadcrumbs if you don't mind. So I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe. I hope that you try it out. If you have questions, I don't have this recipe on YouTube, but you can always reach me on Instagram. That's usually where I'll answer questions. I'm trying to get my Discord together, guys. I have one and I haven't done anything with it, so I'm still learning that platform. But definitely on Instagram, you can send me a message and I'll try to answer it if you want to recreate this recipe on your own. And thank you for everyone that subscribed today. I really appreciate everyone. If you subscribe, then you'll have access to this recipe again. Wait, let me answer some of your comments before I go. I think I missed so many. Okay, I'm sorry guys. You're hungry now too. You're eating and watching. What are you eating, Mr. McFlurry? I don't know why I keep calling you Mr. You're just McFlurry. I'm sorry. Wonky. 1 street away from Manhattan. Yes. Literally. I'm like officially not in the Manhattan area anymore. But you will be here? Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. Maybe there's some substitutions you can make. If you need help with that, I'll be happy to answer them. Panda, I love your stickers. Nice. I will be in Manhattan at the end of the month. Let me know if you want to get together. I do have family here the last week. They come next Wednesday. But still, I'll be in, let me know. If you have Instagram, that's like the best place where we can like communicate. Thank you for becoming a fan, John. Cutter. Yes, Cutter is here. He makes his presence. Have a good night. Thank you, mister. I appreciate you becoming a subscriber. And I hope you guys, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate everyone who was so kind to me today. All of you. He's a good looking guy. You can call me whenever you want. What? You guys are funny. Sure, yes. Okay, cool. And if you need my Instagram, it should be at the bottom. I always get it confused. Is it here or here? I think on this side, no? I forget, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, there you go. I didn't even have it on for you guys. I apologize. I must have removed it when I was switching cameras. But it's right here. Here's my Instagram. There. There's my Instagram. Here is my YouTube. I will be back next Tuesday to cook another recipe. It will be empanadas. And yeah, I look forward to coming back with you guys. Let's read Millie. Millie's on? Okay, yeah, we should totally read her. Bye, Rose. Okay, I am going to end this here. Let's actually read Millie then. Let's see. Oh, Brenda, thank you so much on YouTube. And I'm gonna try to fix my lighting for next time because look, it's becoming nighttime here. Good night, Rose. John. Maybe that's a question for a different day. Okay, hashtag Millie. Not hashtag Millie. Let's rate Millie. Thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, I really appreciate you coming and staying for this long on my long streams. You love the contrast on the table. I know, isn't it so pretty right now? Thank you, Panda. I really love this lighting, but obviously it's not the best for, why am I having so much trouble with this? Okay. It's not the best for right now because the camera is getting so dark. Okay. All right, I think I typed it in right. I hope so. Yes, I think so. Okay, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I'll be back on Tuesday at 4 p.m. And I hope you have a wonderful night, evening. Enjoy your sleep or your meal, whatever you're gonna do for the rest of the night. But let's go read Millie.